Coming up on this episode of NBC The 713, an inside look on our art program, pistachio discrimination, hype videos for golf and track, and many more.
Good morning, Memorial. I'm Luisa Vasquez.
And I'm Quasim Zaman.
And welcome to the NBC 713 March episode. Let's get started. Don't do that. Money matters. Let's take a look at how money matters here at Memorial.
I'm Mr. Knoll. I teach Money Matters. I feel like there's good real-life application. We learn things about credit cards, about home mortgages, taking out loans, things like that people actually get to use when they're out in the real world. We're doing stocks and bonds right now, so investing. We're going to talk about insurance coming up. That's obviously a very real part of life. Talk about paying taxes, so things that people actually will see when they get out of college, when they get into the real world. So that always is, I think, makes the class better, makes the kids more interested.
I like Money Matters because I learn a lot about stuff I think is going to be helpful later in life, and it's not as hard as some of the core classes.
So Money Matters has been talked about a lot this past year, and they were changing the TEKS at the state level, but the Academy of Finance now has replaced financial math. So Money Matters is not going to be in the Academy of Finance. It's still going to be an elective in the district. It can be an elective if you just need an elective for multidisciplinary, but if you want to be in the Academy of Finance, you have to have financial math.
I think the idea is that they will take the same sort of ideas, still credit card information, still taking out loans, interest payments, stuff like that, but it's going to be more math-based, hopefully to give kids a math credit and maybe make the class a little bit more challenging.
Hey, the camera's rolling.
Oh, sorry, I was on my phone.
You're always on that phone.
Yeah, I know. It's a really big problem.
Cell phones are a really big problem here at Memorial. Here's a look at what students think of cell phones here at the school.
No, I don't think so. The thing is that I try to model appropriate behavior with phones and also help my students along in learning like when is an appropriate time to use the phone and when is an inappropriate time.
I think using Kahoot is really helpful for like math or for English, like studying before quizzes.
I think phones are good in class because you can look up things while you're working and it helps with like homework. And if you have to study for a test, you can like look up things really quickly.
I would have better grades if I didn't always use my phone and actually study when I get home.
My grades would be better if I didn't go home and play the game a lot and like don't use my phone as much.
So I allow them time with their phones, and I think because I'm modeling appropriate behavior with phones and they get that extra time at the end of class, it kind of helps them stay focused during class and off their phones a little bit more.
Wait, give me a second. I got a Snapchat.
In the world we live in today, in the hallways we walk this hour, we students are separated by a thin line we call differences. This is Pistachio. He is not like all the other Mustangs. He is treated differently because of his shell color, because of his size, because of what he likes to do in his free time. He is pushed around because he does not look like everyone else, because he doesn't have what others do. Though good at heart, he is only seen for what he can't control and what he can or cannot buy. He sits alone at lunch because no one wants to be near him. But why? Just because he is different does not make him a bad nut. He has feelings just like you and me. Stop discrimination. Stop hate.
Hey, Quazib, can you pass me that jewel?
Jewels aren't something you should be messing around with. They're really bad for you.
Here's a look at how jewels affect this Memorial student body.
You know who we are. You've seen us before. We taught you the facts. Now let's hear about the consequences. You thought we were done? We're back and better than ever, baby. It's the Jewel Awareness Squad!
Anonymously reported for having a jewel, and they called me down to the office and patted my legs down and went through all of my stuff. And I don't really see how they have the right to go through all of my stuff without my permission. Even if I had a jewel, I think what they did just shouldn't be legal. I didn't even know that they could do that.
Well, they can. The school has permission to do whatever they want to do, as you learned in our previous jewel video. It's great to be back. And now that everyone's aware of the rights that they have on campus, which is none, we're going to teach you some more about what you can and can't do. Searching your car, yeah, they can do that. If you live within 300 feet of the school, they can pat you down just because they want to. You have no rights in this campus area. Any faculty member on this campus can search you purely off suspicion. You have a jewel charger in your car, you can get searched. There's a little lump on the side of your pocket, you can get searched. Everyone's freaking out, saying, why do they care so much about this vape pen? Well, most of you that own one are definitely under 18, so that's illegal to start with. And then the school is liable for whatever goes on here, so you performing your illegal vaping is gonna get them in trouble. A jewel, drugs, alcohol, all 3 different items with completely different punishments. If you're caught with a jewel on campus, I'm sure your friends have already told you, but it's a phone call home and an ISS that will go on your transcript. And for more dangerous substances like drugs and alcohol, it's going to start with district and potentially lead to police involvement and jail time. We're really trying to prove to you the harshness and stupidity of having these objects on campus, but if you don't want to listen to what I'm saying, take it from Officer Roy.
A certain number of things. If we see it, we smell it in the car. There's different distinct odors, large amounts of marijuana. Of course, you're going to smell that, and you're going to smell small amounts of marijuana. But if we see it, a lot of people put those little cigarette splitters on their keychains. We know what that's for. You push a cigar through, it splits it, you take the tobacco out, fill it with your marijuana. We see that on your keychain, we know what it's for. It's for marijuana, we can search your car. Someone's body language, when you stop them, if they're nervous, different indicators, it's stuff you cannot stop. Your face is, the left cheek is always a big one. The left cheek will be twitching when they lie. Shaking hands when someone hands you the driver's license and they're sitting there going like that. So you just ask to search. If they deny a search, that's fine. Usually a K9's 3 minutes down the road anyway. So if the dog hits, or when the dog hits, if you got something, you're gonna get in that car.